Hey everybody, what's going on? Welcome back to Dead Man DZ's kanji study streams. They're really just kanji lists. Um, However you're studying kanji, I think I've been watching a little bit more Dogen and Matt versus Japan, and I think um, the way I'm going about this, and the whole reason I started doing these lessons was I felt like I understood the grammar patterns that were happening in the shows I was watching and in the books I was reading, but I just wasn't getting any of the words. I didn't know enough vocabulary to really keep up with what was being said. Um, so that was kind of my point in starting these, where it's just kind of like it's just a straight list. It's just a slog through thousands and thousands of kanji and vocabulary just to get to a point where I can actually use the grammar patterns that I know in in the shows I watch. I just feel like I need a larger base for my language before I can really start kind of taking things in context and learning like that. And I think after listening to Matt and listening to Dogen, I think that's something that everybody sees. That first step when you're trying to learn things in context is extremely slow because you're literally stopping. Like, if you're reading manga and you don't know vocabulary, you're stopping 10 to 12 times per page just to look up words. And that's an extremely slow process to get through a book you're actually interested in, and it's taking you 30 minutes per page just because you have to look up 10 or 12 vocabulary words per page. So my whole point in these kanji lists was to just kind of get over that initial hump by um you know just straight up studying words. And I think that is, Matt backed me up on this, the way you have to learn it is just through straight words. Just learn the words. Don't worry about individual kanji as much, though it's good to know how to write them if you're intending on living in Japan for a while. Um, but yeah, so anyway, these are mostly just kanji lists for you guys to study. If you're planning on taking the JLPT or you just want to improve your vocabulary, join me in writing these down. And if not, you might want to go back to watching your favorite anime and just looking up a word or two every now and then. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Our first word of the day is orenji iro. Orenji iro. Orenji iro is orange, the color. Orenji is orange. They don't have a translation for it. And iro is color. Orenji iro is the orange color. Orenji iro. Orenji iro. Orenji iro is orange, the color. Next is Chiji, a prefectural governor. Kanji that make up the prefectural governor are to know on the left side, and on the right side we have G, which is a um, hypothetical thing, a idyllic thing, not an actual thing, but like an idea, a thought, something intangible, an intangible thing. So this brings me back, and I think of like Game of Thrones. I'm a gnome. I drink and I know things. So the prefectural governor is someone who is a thing that knows things. The prefectural governor is the hypothetical thing that knows things. Chiji. Chiji is a prefectural governor. Chiji. Chiji. Prefectural governor. Chiji. Prefectural governor. Number 3 is Ju, which is a gun. Ju. Kanji in this, or sorry, radicals in this kanji. On the left side we have gold, and on the right side we have two legs under Arcana for Mu, And then on the top here we have a pot lid. So let's see if we can't find what exactly that right side kind of means. Juden. Juden no ju is to accumulate a lot or fill. Ju or ateru. So to fill someone with a bullet or gold is a Jew. Jew is a gun. Someone, something that fills people with lead, or in this case, symbolized by gold. Jew is a gun. On the left side, we have gold, and on the right side, we have allotting or filling with. So you're allotting or filling a person with lead. With Jew is a gun. Jew. Jew. Gun. Judas. Jew is a gun. Fill him up with lead, Sammy. A gun. You fill someone up with gold. Is gun Jew. Pretty cool way. It's a pretty cool. I'm glad gun is so memorable. That's going to be very memorable. Jew. Jew is a gun. Number 4 is easy. This is just karakana or typewriter. 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 Number 5 is Itsumademo, forever, for good, eternally, or as long as one likes. Itsu is when. Mademo. Made is one of two kind of descriptive words for either points in time or locations. So, made means to somewhere, and kara means from somewhere. So, when you're describing a time, you'd use nani nani kara, nani nani made, from some time to some other time. And so I like to think of itsumaremo as itsu, when, to some time, itsumademo. As kind of any time. Itsumademo. Mo is kind of the modifier on made, meaning kind of a modifier on the whole thing that really is just, that's the part of this that makes it not just any time. Itsumare is to when. Mo. Ma demo. It's almost like they squeezed made and demo into one thing. Same kind of thing for non demo, kind of means anything. Itsumademo kind of means to whenever. Forever, for good, or eternally. Itsumademo. 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 To whenever. Forever or for eternity. Itsumademo. Number 6 is battari. With a clash with a thud, unexpectedly or abruptly. Battari. It's a good onomatopoeia word, right? Battari. With a clash. Battari. With a thud, unexpectedly or abruptly. Battari. 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 Abruptly or with a thud. Battari. Number 7, teishi, stoppage, coming to a stop, ceasing, or suspension. On the left side, we have ceasing or a stop. And on the right side, we have shi, also meaning stop. So a stopping stop is stoppage, the noun. Teishi. Teishi is a stoppage. Teishi. Teishi is stoppage. Teishi stoppage. Teishi stoppage. Teishi is stoppage. Number 8 is Kenchiku. Kenchiku is construction, architecture of buildings. Chiku is our new kanji here. Chiku. Ken on the left side just means a building or to build. And Chiku on the right side means to fabricate, to build, or to construct, which has two kanji radicals in it. On the top side with these two bamboo sticks are carpenter square and this kind of strange eye-looking thing. This is an ancient musical instrument. So we have a musical instrument over a tree, which means fabricate, build, or construct. So what I'm kind of imagining here is like you know those Disney movies where there's a song and dance and they're like putting on a dress or something magical is happening and they're doing something. I'm imagining this ancient kind of instrument playing as the construction is happening. So Kenchiku is the building of a musical instrument the construction or architecture of a building by a musician playing and the tree kind of forming into whatever thing it is, like some kind of Disney thing. Anyway, Kenchiku no chiku hokani kijiku is fabricate, build, or construct. Kijiku or chiku. Fabricate, build, or construct. Kijiku or Kijiku or Chiku. Fabricate, build, or construct. Kijiku. Chiku. Fabricate, build, or construct. Fabricate, build, or construct. Kiku. Kijiku. Kijiku or Chiku. Fabricate, build, or construct, as seen in Kenchiku. Or construction or architecture. Kenchiku. Kenchiku. Fabricate, build, or construct. Chiku. Fabricate, build. Kenchiku no Chiku. Fabricate, build, or construct. Chiku itself just means fabricate, build, or construct. Kenchiku is our construction or architecture. Chiku. And Chiku is construction or architecture. Number 9 is Furi. Disadvantage, handicap, or an unfavorable person. On the left side, we have Fu, which is bad luck or bad. And on the right side, we have Ri, which is an advantage or a benefit of something. So if you have a bad advantage, it is a disadvantage or a handicap. Furi. The disadvantage, a handicap, or an unpleasant person. Furi. Disadvantage or a handicap. Furi. Disadvantage or a handicap. Furi. Disadvantage Goody. じゃあ、次は、Number 10 is shonin. Sho on the left side is to know something or knowledge. Shonin. Think. Acquiescence. Here, listen. Be informed or to receive. Okay, so this is hear, listen. To I'm gonna say this is like to receive something. This is more like hearing or receiving something. And the right side we have nin. Nin is surety or some form of witnessing, discernment. So to receive a discernment is recognition, acknowledgement, or approval. To receive on the left, a discernment on the right. Shonin. Shonin desu. Let me double check to make sure I've got shonin written the right way. Yes, okay, shonin. 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 Shonin is recognition. Receiving a discernment about something. Shonin. Recognition, acknowledgement, or approval. Receive, nin. Some discernment. Shonin. 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 Knowledge. Receiving a discernment is acknowledgement or approval. Number 11 is a strange one in that it is just a kanji. We hardly ever get these anymore. This is hiki, iru, sotsu, or ritsu, which is a ratio, rate, proportion, or a coefficient. Itsu. Itsu. Let's see if we can find some radicals in here. Okay, so radicals in our boy here. We got 10. This is underneath here. We've got 10, and on top we've got a pot lid. You have a 2 strokes for water on either side. And this thing in the center is dark or profound. So we've got kind of a lidded in darkness with water on either side. And it's all over 10. Ratio, rate, proportion, or coefficient. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Got 9 strokes over 10, but that's not going to help me remember it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then 10 makes the 10th. Yeah, I don't know how to think about this one. Maybe this part over here is almost 10 if they'd continued the line. And that's like 3/4 of 10. And like this is like the I don't know. Yeah, there's no way to remember this. I think this is just ritsu, sotsu, hiki, iru, rate, ratio, proportion, or coefficient. Straight memorization. Back at it. Here we go again. Ritsu, sotsu. If at any point during your kanji studies you feel that the in-context version might be better, please abandon my lessons and go do that, because I am starting to think. Honestly, I'm hearing more in the media that I watch, so I'm not gonna stop because I think it's helping me. Because I mean, literally, I just need to be able to hear more words. I get the grammar forms. I just need to be able to hear more words. I I think I get the grammar patterns anyway. Ritsu, sotsu, hikiru. Ratio, rate, or proportion. Hikiru. Ratio, rate, or proportion. Hikiru. Hikiru. Ratio, rate, or proportion. Hikiru. Ritsu, sotsu. And our last kanji for the day is going to be sakeru, to avoid, to ward off, or to put aside. Sakeru. Sakeru. With several radicals in this one. On the right side, we have, I'm pretty sure this is un, or good fortune. On the left side, we have a stone. But these all together can be thought of as false punish crime or law. Oh, I really need to see that. Oh, well. So this is a road or walk underneath. So you're on the road, you're walking. And you're falsely punishing on the road. You're punishing... Oh, you're punishing something on the road that you're walking on. Kabe. Kaberu. I think this is close to kaberu, which is a wall. Hold on 1 second. Kaberu. Kabu? Kaberu. Kabe? Maybe it's just kabe. Yeah, it's kabe. Okay, so a wall is punishment over the earth. And to avoid something or ward it off is to take the road around a punishment. That's what we're looking at. To avoid, to ward off, to put aside is taking the road around a punishment. Sakeru, or heat, is to evade, avoid, avert, ward off, or shun. Sakeru, or heat. To avoid, by means of a road, some punishment. To avoid, ward off. Very good. Sakeru. Ward off or to avoid. Sakeru. 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 Heat, evade, avoid, avert, ward off, or shun. Sakeru, or heat. Sakeru, or heat. Avoid, ward off, or shun something. Sakeru, or heat. Alright, that's going to be it for today. Let's go back to the top. Make sure we got all these down for now. Our first word was Orenji iro. Orenji iro is an orange color. Orenji iro, or orange color. A prefectural governor is a Chiji, or a man who knows things. He's a person who knows things. Chiji. Tsugi wa a gun. Gun is to fill someone up with lead and allotment of gold. Ju. Gun. Next is a typewriter, which is just a typewriter. Forever, for good, eternally, as long as one likes, is Itsumare. To clash with a thud unexpectedly or abruptly is bakiri. Battari. Battari. Hi, battari. Chisai tsu. Ari. Happen abruptly or suddenly. Stoppage or coming to a shop is teishi. Teishi is a ceasing or a stoppage of something. Teishi. Construction or architecture is ken. Ken on the left for a building itself. Ken, right? You're making through an instrument. In through the instrument, you're making the tree do what you want to. This is construction, which is ken. Kensa. I don't remember. Kenshiku. Kenshiku. Construction or architecture. Kenshiku. Kenshiku is construction or architecture. I got that wrong, so I need to write it down a few more times. Kenshiku. Kenshiku. Kenshiku is construction or architecture. Kenshiku. Construction or architecture. Number 9 was a disadvantaged, handicap, or unfavorable person with huri. Hu for bad and ri for advantage. So badly advantaged is disadvantage or handicap. Recognition, acknowledgement, or approval is shonin, with show to receive on the left and nin to discern on the right. So to receive a discernment is to get an approval or acknowledgement. Ritsu, sotsu, to hikiru is a rate, ratio, proportion, or coefficient with our pot lead. Over dark, water around it, and 10 underneath. Ritsu, sotsu, hikiru. And our last one for today was to avoid, ward off, or sakeru, or hi is our alternate pronunciation. Sakeru or hi. With taking the road around some punishment. Sakeru. Sakeru. Thanks for joining me on this wonderful Saturday night, guys. I hope you join me tomorrow after my extremely long review session. I'll see if I get to a lesson tomorrow. If not, we'll see you on Monday. We'll take our review, and I'll, take the day to hopefully actually study for the JLPT N4. So thanks, everybody. See y'all later. Bye-bye.